facility, the psychology, and very few into psychiatry also. So, how to remain mentally healthy. These things have happened. But since you started with legal wellness, I have no hesitation in saying that not much has happened on the legal wellness side. So, I mean, if you take an average, so these are the three things have happened. So, legal wellness has not been that well established. The second part I want to tell you, I mean, encouraging more questions. One, what is the gap? Probably the one gap, as I said, is it is not complete wellness. It is not, we call it na total bauddhik vikas. So the entire, as a human being, what all required to be done, that complete wellness we have not reached. Not reached. That is number one. Some do emotional wellness, some do mental wellness, some do legal, but not all. This is number one thing. The second one is it is more a reaction. So the COVID has happened, so we do vaccination now. So probably the preventive or proactive. So those measures we have not come across many. So I'll consider this as one area. I mean a gap, a gap. The third gap that I have seen is there is no clear-cut measurement. So people do wellness activities, run wellness schemes. But there is no direct linkage. So the third thing I'm bringing, developing on this gap, so far as the board and the CFO are concerned, they're always concerned about what is the result. Fine, we are doing it as a duty. We have to take care of our employees. It's our value system. But then when you really spend more, asking for a budget, spending more and more on wellness, after all, we are all in a business organization. And it will be appropriate for the CFO and the board to expect that the better wellness programs in our company should lead to some results. And the most commonly asked for result is the productivity. Later we can discuss it should lead to better retention or a better performance or better loyalty, those are things. But then this is one thing, the ROI is now being asked for. So this is where I'll stop. I said we have evolved from physical to financial and mental and legal. It just started. And there's a gap. It's more about reaction than proactivity or a preventive kind of thing has happened. And then the last one is there is a requirement that the wellness schemes and initiatives must be linked to some result. Not that everything, there should be some indication of the result. Companies doing more for wellness of employees, that companies are gaining or the employees are gaining, that should happen. So I'll stop here. Others.
Thank you, Dr. Rao. I agree to it because in the past organizations, I have seen that if the HR is not spending their employee well-being initiative budget in the first 2 quarters, depending on how the company has performed in the first half, if the CFO feels that he has to rein back the margin, then employee well-being is among the one of the top two budgets to cut. I can relate to it, Dr. Rao. Thank you. Shrirupa, I invite you to share your views on why you thought about legal as a critical aspect for workforce productivity and performance, and your journey and your philosophy of setting up legal care. Okay. Thank you, Shrirupa.
Others, before you come in,
Yeah.
I want to compliment Sri Rupa. I mean, see, just make it so clear to me. Ah, now I realize so much of time is consumed by employees in attending to these small legal issues. And some people take leave, some people are on office duty, but they're bothered. So that is, and then that classification I liked. So legal is not same for all. A newcomer, it is buying a flat. And for a person due to retire or absolutely old, he's thinking about that will. No, I mean, the different kinds, no? I really, I must compliment Sirupa over to others.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist.
Yeah. Uh, My first employer was Cognizant, and I think it was Gordon who was the HR head at that point of time, and he had a habit of writing emails to employees on a periodic basis. And there's one line that, or one email that I still remember where he talked about, I think he noticed that this way back in 2006. I think he noticed that during the first week, a lot of employees used to take time off to pay their telephone bills because postpaid was still popular, all the electricity or water bills in the first week. So in the office in Chennai, what he did was he established a set of kiosk where in which within the office park itself, an employee can go and do this or make the payments. Essentially, you are not really taking your time off from work. And the email that he wrote after launching this, he said that you give 100% of your mind and your heart to the company, everything else will take care of it. And that is something that stayed with me. That line of his has always stayed with me from 2006. And when I met Shirupa in February, and when she was articulating her vision, and I could recollect and connect, not only because of his statement, but also because of the hassles that I had to go through, and some way I still go through when I bought my first house. I think it's a very expensive investment to learn the nooks and corners of buying a property in Bangalore, and I could really, immediately relate to the problem that she was trying to address. So thank you, Shrirupa, and thank you, Dr. Rao. What we now will have is till 11:30 a panel discussion where we can perhaps extend further on the threads that both of you have started. And I will invite the audience to start engaging or start participating in the conversation through the chat. And if there are points that we can take it in the chat, we will do that. Otherwise, we will ask the panelists directly from 11:30 onwards. So, Dr. Rao, the first question is to you. From your vantage point, what gaps still remain in the existing well-being programs that CHROs must address in the next few years?
One is they should go to the proactive mode, the investment mode, the preventive mode. That's number one. Number two is they must go for complete wellness. Now, while Sri Rupa was talking about the legal wellness, I remember seeing statistics that people, how much if you take care of the legal wellness, the retention will improve, their productivity will improve. So it can be established now. I'm able to realize, and also I know about a few companies doing this. So wonderful. Then the second gap is one I said is the preventive mode or the proactive mode. That's one. The second gap is take it is the complete wellness. The third is link. You must be some ROI, so return on investment, in terms of productivity and all. Then, and probably one more gap is CHROs tend to fit everybody to one scheme. It that may not be. So each person has got a different need. You can create a platform, and I'll come and tell you what is my need. Instead of saying that you give a solution that everybody start using, I'll not. I'm not married. I do not want the solution of something else.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel these are the four gaps.
Thank you, sir. Shri, legal well-being is something which is quite new to India. That is something that you are trying to pioneer as a concept. Why do you believe this is the next frontier for progressive employers? No, no, no. Thank you, Shri. In fact, another research of ours, I'm sure she will talk about in detail. What we found was that we surveyed close to around 2,000 working professionals across the country in the month of June, July. And what was found was that on an average, from the time of thinking about an issue to discovering a lawyer to actually engaging a lawyer, an employee on an average spends to close to 172 hours in a year. and that roughly translates to 21 working days, which is equivalent to a 1 month of 1 month if you're looking at the business days. And yes, what Dr. Rao and earlier and Shri was now saying is that it's something that occupies a mind space of most workforce, and because of the nature in which our employment, by which we are moving from cities to cities, we don't really have the support system. There's an entirely different way that things happen in a particular city on getting your legal stuff done. I think more often than not, you are left to handle it yourself, not knowing what's the direction that you need to take. In fact, to Shree's earlier point, when we went to that client of ours, there were even cases where in which people have been waiting to file a suit for 10 years, and it's not a small amount. It's a financial case, and it's a huge amount, and the person did not know how to go about it. Uh, Despite the fact that he was quite a senior person in the organization, so you will expect some amount level of maturity. But this issue of helplessness is not just limited to entry level workforce; it's actually all pervasive right across the organization. Thank you, Shri. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yes. Dr. Rao, coming to you, you briefly spoke about the importance of a CFO and the kind of questions that he or she asks on employee well-being initiatives. Could you help us understand, in your experience, what's the best approach for any HR person, whether it's HR head or benefits person or CHRO, to build a business case for any employee well-being initiative that he or she would like to try within the company, where you are actually building stakeholder buy-in, including your CFO?
No, first thing for an HR is like you did a survey,
Yeah.
it is a generic survey, a global survey. We should do our own survey in our
Okay.
own company. I mean, so you should ask people what kind of legal things are bothering you. Do you take leave for that? Do you still, for how long these things? So, I mean, it's a little customization, and that also, no, employees feel great that we are taking care of them, asking them. Then design the wellness scheme. No, in a lighter vein, Sri Rupa should not assist employees in filing cases against us in the company. No, 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 in a lighter way. No, no. That is a yes, that's true. Okay. Now coming to this is one. Uh, any scheme that we make, for example, in HR, see, gone are those days that these are all culture, these are all happiness. You can't quantify. See, after all, we are in business. While we'll do take care of the employees, that is employee care, there has to be some linkage to the result, or some can be direct, some can be indirect. So one thing will be is the productivity goes up. You see, when you are not bothered with those issues in your mind when you are at work, so the productivity should go up. The second will be the retention should go up. People know this company takes care of us, not only physical, financial, mental wellness, they also take care of our legal wellness. So your commitment to that company, loyal to the company, that definitely goes up. And the last one is the branding goes up. So when the branding goes up, the talent acquisition is easy. So the societal rating of the company, the overall, the employability rating or the company branding rate. So those will be thing. So we have to make a case. So we can do reverse, that how many employees are stressed out because of these reasons, how many employees are leaving because of these reasons. So you can take from there. The other one is, after implemented this, what improvements have done. Employee engagement score has gone up, retention has improved, productivity has gone improved. So talent acquisition is easier. So I mean, we can do both ways. So we have to do that. CHRO should do, can do.
Thank you, Dr. Rao. In fact, one thing that we have done at Legal Care is to, while we don't have access to employee workforce, so what we did in as part of the when we did that survey among the working professionals in June, July, what we also did was we attempted to quantify the impact that our services can have. And how we did were on two ways. One, from a cost aspect, like for example, if an employee is taking time off from work, then what's the impact that can have from an employee cost perspective? And on a second way is that if your person is not working for you for a few hours in a day, then what's the revenue opportunity cost that can have? And what we found was that on an average for a workforce of 1,000, a company with 1,000 people in India, it can vary anywhere between 3.45 CR to 10.3 CR, depending on which model that you take and depending on which industry that you come from. And what we have also done is that our methodology is available in a white paper in our website. So if you are wondering what impact that it will have in your organization if you have to extend something like this to your workforce, the entire mathematics is given in the annexure. So you can go through it and input your own data and get a sense of it. Thank you, Dr. Rao, on that part. Shri, could you help from your experience? I mean, I know Legal Care has been there for like close to 18 months now. What are the real life use cases that you have seen where employees have benefited by through the timely legal support that you were able to provide? Okay. Century. All right.
No, not there. Yeah, yeah.
Thank you,
I have
Sri.
noted two things, others. One is the promptness.
Yeah.
See, no, in life, no, anybody, immediately somebody is calling me. He might not solve my problem, but somebody is listening to me. What is the problem? The problem. Number two is the reach. Look, and I'm like somebody is working in US, and then his parents are staying in a village. So the parents need some legal help, no? Maybe it's some tax or something, something. So that's very good. That reach and the promptness, they're very impressive.
Thank you, thank you, sir. So one question that we have is like, if you have to advise a CHRO with a limited budget, where should he or she prioritize the well-being initiatives today?
You see, if you have got a limited budget, my always recommendation will be on the mental wellness first,
Okay.
the emotional mental wellness first. I mean, if you have, I mean, if to start with, that has to be number one, because people should be stress free. They should work peacefully. They can give those 8 hours with full, attention and all. So to ability to be with the, so naturally the mental wellness will be my priority. But then but this legal one I've seen, it is not much, but it bothers more.
Yeah.
Small issues, it continuously bothers you. I mean, this is something which will bothers you a lot. So, I mean, that it doesn't cost also much. I mean, as I understand from Sri Rupa, it's not a very expensive thing. It's not a very expensive thing, providing that and all. And the ROI is very high, I would see. The ROI is very high. The money that you spend and the benefit that you get quite high. So I would take those. And no, for so far as the physical, financial, and all, there is so much of awareness is already there. No, people can take care of themselves, going to the gym, going for a walk, the financial management, wealth managers, lots are available. These two very important, because I will not go to any counselor, and my manager will know what is bothering you more. And these two I will spend on these two, the mental wellness and the legal wellness,
Thank
if
you,
the
sir.
budget is.
Yeah. Thank you. Shri, I know, I mean, we are living the world of AI, and I understand that legal care, there is some progressive investments being done in to incorporate AI into the platform, in the service. Could you give us an idea about what is the vision related to using more AI in the platform so that the customers are kept happy and you can scale the platform as well?
Yeah. 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 No, true. Very.
Thank you. Dr. Rao, for multi-generational and diverse workforces, how do we ensure that well-being programs are inclusive and future-proof?
No, in fact, when Sri Rupa started, she said, we have a basket of offerings. So that's where I picked up and my mind worked also. And I'm now able to resonate. So as we grow in the organization in terms of our age, the needs are also different. So the initial years, maybe it is a marriage certificate. No, that's very important, no?
Yeah.
So, or maybe the housing, no, the flat registration and other things. Then comes this birth certificate and all. I mean, there were small things, but they bother. They take a lot of our time. Then the passport, the renewals, and those things and all. And then when we grow older and all, then there'll be some financial issues. Will be there. We might have made some investment somewhere, something, or the consumer cases and all will happen. And when we grow older, so some claims that we draw, some insurance claim or some other claim, or it can be will, it can be property distribution, those kind of things will come. So it has to be a bit customized. We can't, that's what I think Sri Rupa has also mentioned. Your platform will be open and it will be customized. So that will be there. So that's what I meant by inclusive. You can't offer one scheme to all that everybody should do the right will. It doesn't make any sense to somebody who just joined. No,
Yeah.
what will doesn't make any sense to him or need for him that.
Thank you, sir, for extending that point. What we are, how do we, how does the HR function prioritize that need then? Because in the past, what we tend to see is that certain benefits are leaning more towards the seniors in the organization. But how do you bring parity to it for well-being initiatives for all workforce?
Okay, no, that's a good point. That's a good point. Sometimes, no, there is a facility and only few use. Some facility only men use, some facility only women use.
Yeah.
These things happen. These things happen. It is not always equal. It is always, it's the equity.
Okay.
No, it may be a small thing, but it's maybe bothering you much. It's a big thing, but the botheration will be less. So it will be, when you come to the equity, it will even out. It will even out. But then that's what I said. We should do a survey of amongst the employees, finding out that what kind of legal issues you have, or you had in the past, which took away your time. You have to take leave, or you are feeling bothered here, or your family members feeling bothered. That gives you a basket of issues that you have. And then when you are doing a platform, we are not saying that everybody has to take this availability. Anything that you have will be doing it. And I don't think employees will bother much that oh, he had two cases, I have one case. They will not talk. They understand. They'll understand.
Thank you, Dr. Rao. Shri, there's a question from the chat. What are the implications of providing indemnification to third parties, such as vendors or partners? What are the implications of providing indemnification to third parties, such as vendors or partners? No, it's a general question that Ashwini has asked. Ashwini, from a practical perspective, from my experience, there are two things to consider. One is that we, in the indemnification clause, we limit the maximum amount to the maximum possible contract value of that particular contract, so that yeah, you limit the liability there. Second thing, from a all practical aspect, that a lot depends on who are the parties. Like for example, you are if I am a small vendor and I'm working with a large MNC company, then I may not even have much say in altering that standard indemnity or limitation clause, which can make it fair for both parties. Because most organizations work with a standard template which would have been approved by the legal department after months of work, and to even for them to consider small change, the entire process can get pushed by months. So a lot depends on the parties in play, and also a lot depends on the where the parties come from. So this if you look at two parties from India, their behavior will be different when we're looking at a party from India versus somebody from, say, Israel or US. Uh, uh, so all this also come into picture. Uh, uh, we can take. I really appreciate Dr. Rao and Shriruba to sharing their views in responding to the questions. If there are questions that the audience can have at this point of time, we are happy to take them. Yes. There's one question as to how do you handle uh, uh, what legal measures can individual take to protect their mental health and emotional well-being, particularly in situation like workplace stress.
Anything, employee versus employer. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, no. That's not the intent. No? That's not the intent to create. Yeah. No, I'm so see, when you do more about wellness, when you focus more about wellness, these things will recede over a period. See, when I'm taking care of your mental wellness, I will not do anything that will cause stress. No, so if you sometimes know uh, I mean, no employer will cause stress. No, I mean, but then stress happens unknowingly. But then stress happens. Stress happens. So you have to find out the reason for stress. It can be a competency issue. It can be an effort issue. It can be a boss issue. It can be something bothering me in issue. So those kind of conversations will help. Will help. It definitely help. But then, as you said, there are courts available. If there is a discrimination, there is a victimization. So those things will all be there. But then over a period, I have seen in my life that the modern line managers, modern HR managers are more caring, more proactive. It's not like fixing. It's not no such things happen now. People are very transparent and caring. They all started believing that. I'm using Hindi for the first time. व्यवहार ठीक रहेगा तो व्यापार जब पीछे पीछे आएगा. So people are focusing on the व्यवहार part. That's a good trend.
All right.
Any other questions?
Just waiting. Going through the
Nopam,
chat.
yeah.
Yes, please. Yeah, you can.
No. First, see if there is anything in chat. Otherwise, we'll take anything else in the chat. I think you have been answering. I saw others online.
Yes.
Some of them.
Yes. So Pankaj was speaking about understanding this need for legal well-being through a survey. That is something that he also has
Yeah,
commented,
that we have already
covered.
done. No, we have to do a survey.
Yes. If you have questions, please raise your.
Okay. No, I
Uh,
think somebody raised hand. Kumudara or something.
Yeah, that question was by me.
oh,
Okay. No. Yeah, no. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. No. Yeah. 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 True.
I agree. See, I'm myself going through a property legal case, and I know the how much it time takes, how I should
Yeah.
explain.
Yeah.
I in fact learned how to communicate with a lawyer in the whole process. Okay, that was my best
Okay.
learning.
That's a
Though
nice one.
I was communicating with company related matters to the lawyer with respect to property and legal. It was a different set of lawyers. They come with their own challenges, and that
Yeah.
is my best learning there.
Yeah.
Okay, now
That's
coming back to it's kind of probably not I don't know whether it's relevant or not. So I was talking to my friend who works in a pharma industry. She is a microbiological scientist there. Okay, So she said she made a recent change. So I asked her, why did you make change? It's all the same job for you researchers, right? You said there are some benefits. Okay, so I asked, what are the benefits? I get 2 times snacks in the office. So that made me to think: is this the only the IT industry which is trying to pamper, employees with so many benefits, or is it across the industry? Was one question that, because I don't have exposure on the non-IT industry side, I'm more on the IT industry side. Now, second thing, right? Uh, all this, we can provide at the good times where the company is having good cash flow. But when how do we still give or sustain these benefits even when the company's cash flow is not so good, or companies who can't afford the full-fledged services like what we are discussing today but still give some support? How do we operate
Yeah.
in those edge cases?
Okay. Yeah. When the deeper level, the employee has to bear. It's a co-pay. It's a co-pay or hybrid, a co-pay or hybrid model. Can I add something on a very general thing? I did a session in Chennai when the great resignation happened. Large number of people, they left the organizations and all that. The time there was a panic happened. Then we had a roundtable with CHROs and some CXOs and all. Many people went and they came back. So it was a very interesting conclusion happened. Money was not the reason, not the benefits. Finally, people who went and came back, that was the test of it. The three things clicked: grace, space, and peace. Respect to the employee, flexibility in the organization, peace of mind. That was more important than these 2 meals or one snack or the gym membership and all. More than this, I mean, they're all important, but the predominantly the value adding or the distinguishing factors for these: grace, space, and peace. It's a collective view. 30 CHROs.
No. My
Yes.
question there was, sorry. My question there was, see, my friend was happy that she was getting 2 times
No,
snacks.
no, it's
That
fine. It may
was
be true
her
also. It may be true.
expectations. Okay, but yeah, in the IT industry, we provide people so many things, right? But still, people are not happy with their employers. They still have more demands. They still put so many things in him. See, for
Yeah.
example, we provide say 25K towards wellness reimbursements. So people come and say, no, this is very less in this market, right?
I
So it's a very challenge
the
even
he's
when you're
pointing where is
providing
the
them.
end? Where is the end? And I don't
Yeah,
have
where is
money.
the
How
end?
do I? So that's what no. That's when you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So innovation. Yeah, 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 yeah. Well, well
Yeah, that
said.
was
Well said.
exactly my next question was, if does it the support cease, if we leave the company? How does the, your support is taken? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. That's true. Yeah, there's no end to it. Okay.
Uh,
Others, any other thing I have?
the Vedu has made a comment. Maybe if you have anything to add to it or comment on top of it, I welcome it. He's saying that nowadays talents are behind benefits and it is all about the respect inside the company. I think
Hmm.
nowadays the benefits trend has changed in different prospects.
Yes, yes. I mean, beyond a point, the money is not the motivator. I am very clear now. Clear now. People want peace of mind. Peace of mind. People want the flexibility. People want that respect for those things. I mean, they are more important. I'm not saying money is not important. So the people will not be led for benefits and some small features.
Yes.
Any other question you have?
Not so. There are some comments where people are appreciating for the gray space piece
Okay,
statement
okay,
that
good.
you coined.
Thank you.
I will make one analogy, Kumulu, to your earlier question. I think it's in a way, well-being initiatives are like investing in stock, right? When the market is going down, a good investor will put in more money and buy more stocks. He'll stay put. He'll stay invested. He's not going to withdraw the investments because the market is falling. Now the question is, how do you convince the organizations to stay put in the commitment towards well-being initiatives? And for that, I personally feel that there are two things which are important, and both are interrelated to each other. One is the CHRO himself or herself, where in which she can actually stamp her foot down on what she wants, and and to aid that stand that he or she will take is the business case she has built. And as long as you are able to demonstrate ROI, not only at the time of building the business case for any well-being initiative, but following it up with metrics to track as the initiatives are going forward, and showing your commitment to that initiative so that the other stakeholders who are there in the organization, whether it's a finance or your sales officer or your CEO himself or herself, that becomes very important so that they see that vision that you have and therefore bind to it. Uh, Thank you, all of you, for the engaging. Yeah, yeah.
But I would recommend those should code to you directly. Because- No, no, they will write to you. You are now very popular. No, 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 I said. I
I
think
would I
Pankaj
would
has something
definitely love to
from.
share, because I've gone through hell for last 2 years.
Okay. No, no, we can. Yes, sure, sure. I know. I know, I know.
It's
I think
primarily a property issue in the family.
Pankaj wants to say something.
Okay.
Pankaj.
Shriva, can you hear me? Am I audible? Okay, thank you. Nothing much. So it's just since we are talking about a corporate setup, just talk about a corporate setup. Early 2000, I was working with a recruitment company. Okay. So there was some forum called FOHRC, Forum of HR Consultants. I don't know, Dr. Rao may remember it.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so my company was a part of that forum. And since I was representing my company, so we used to have regular meetings and all. It was all India forum. And once for forum, some kind of malpractice was going on. Some other, I'll not name mention the company, and some other placement consultants were financial irregularities. So apparently that issue was discussed, and eventually somehow that issue reached to that particular consultant. He was a very powerful person. Okay. So what he did, he not only lodged a police complaint against all the members who are attending that particular meeting, but it came by name. So warrants were issued in my name also, though I was representing a meeting on behalf of that particular company. That was unexpected, unwarranted. So you are sitting in the office, you realize when police cars come, and those days early 2000, no digital warrants. Guy will come with the paper in the handset, thing. But literally, you say that hiding that, they said, sir, don't come out of the office, but then the cops sitting outside. So that kind of mental trauma. Then I did come out of the office that full day, and he eventually in the evening went back. Then we had to hire a lawyer, go for anti-predatory bail, and all that kind of drama. Okay, so which is unnecessarily unwanted. And eventually,
Yeah, yeah.
this was not me, it was some 40 members who attended a meeting, and he could manage to get the warrant issued to all 40 of them. Okay, only because we are doing a professional work. So those kind of things unnecessarily, drains you of physically and
Yeah,
mentally and financially.
true. Yeah, yeah.
Correct.
क्या करेंगे? Like it's like having a family doctor. Like,
Yes.
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Correct.
So you do, I mean, so this legal care is for employees, but you also, I think, with your lawyers and all, you can help the corporates.
Correct.
No, that's a good point. Others, if there's nothing for me straight,
Yeah, we can close.
I want a little excuse. But then if there are any questions, I would be too happy to answer. You can share my mail ID also
Yeah, sure.
to anybody who are registered who could not come. They can also make. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. And now I am now spreading that all of you should create social capital. All of you should have social capital, which will always accelerate, will always enhance it. Value only goes up. Never a risk. Financial capital is always a risk. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. No, no, we are. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll take leave, all of you. Really appreciate this initiative. Appreciate the presence of so many people. I'll be happy to answer if there are any questions later.
GP
Also.
Rao,
Thank
thank
you.
you so much for coming in here and sharing all your insights and enlightening on many
Thank you,
points.
Ashwin.
Thank you so much for addressing on my questions too. I know I
Okay.
had a couple of questions
Okay.
that might have probably bothered you. I'm sorry, but yes, I
No,
had.
no, no. It's all right. Please.
So,
Always a pleasure to be of help to someone. Okay?
thank you so much.
Thank
You're,
you.
you're very thoughtful. I think you put across one point that you mentioned, you highlighted on one point that um, mental health and emotional well-being are utmost priority in
Yeah, prior.
organizations.
Yes,
So
yes.
just have one point, a simple last question. Sorry if on the last
No, no,
minute
please
I'm
ask.
I understand. See, organizations, big organizations or small organizations, they have some their own benefits and perks, internally to provide that to employees. Okay, for emotional well-being, they might probably have a good benefits of EAP or services from the vendors and all that. But still, sometimes some of the things are unseen and intangible things. So some employees might probably wish to or intend to go a little step ahead and reach out to the legal assistance as well. This is cases are
Yeah.
very minimal now, but yes, I think we probably might have come across. uh, I have heard too. So what is your approach? What's your thought on that? Does I mean the employee has to go that all of the right process and the procedure of the organization, or they can reach out to the internal organization legal team as well? Like, what is your approach, sir?
No, no. You see, ideal employer,
Uh,
they give that access to internal resources also. Like,
uh-huh.
no, we have outside doctors, we have internal doctors. So
Yeah.
that happens.
But
But when I
main
said mental,
intention, main sorry, sir,
huh,
I'm little interrupted here. So the main intention of the legal team in organizations to 80%, 80 to 85% of defend organization in terms of organization brand and everything to protect. The legal team has been hired for that purpose and for that intention. So
yeah,
whereas
that's why
in
this
that,
legal care.
uh,
That's why this legal care. There
yes,
is there is a structured, competent, agile platform is available. They will show you the way,
correct,
prompt, reaching there.
absolutely, sir. But
And nobody will take over the deep expenses.
uh-huh.
Uh, at the end of the day, it is your call whether you want to spend so much and all. And when I meant mental
Hmm.
stress,
Hmm.
actually there is a linkage to legal. I said I'm stressed out,
Hmm.
so I need mental help. But
Huh.
that reason is illegal.
Yeah.
Maybe some legal thing is bothering me, so I'm stressed out. So there is a linkage. I am building the linkage. There's a linkage. A lot of reasons for being stressed out in the organization is I'm bothered with some issues at home.
It can be another way also, sir. Like, some employees probably might get more stressed because of the work culture, maybe the bosses or
Yeah, it
management's
can be. Yes, yes, it can be.
culture
Yes, yeah,
toxicity,
yeah.
or that can be
Yes,
another
sure,
one.
sure. It can be. It can be. So that's why I always recommend conversations. Have
Mm-hmm.
conversations. Go and
Mm-hmm.
talk. Have skip level meetings.
Mm-hmm.
Ventilate. Articulate.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of getting stressed out and suffer. So you should
Sir,
have developed the habit, develop the knack of art of telling your problems in a very respectful.
I agree with you, sir. See, and this is my questions, not only just as a person, as individual, or just not only as a HR, but also from the, on behalf of point of view of employees' perspective as well. Okay. So if they reach out to the legal team for the assistance, they can reach out to the legal team, right? And internally, organization legal team we hired for this purpose. I mean, in case if they
No,
reach
they are
out,
not hired for
no.
attending to your person. No, no. They
Okay.
are not
Uh-huh.
hired for your personal. They can only tell you to which lawyer that you should go. Or if it is
Uh-huh.
a very small thing, they will advise you. That's why
Uh-huh.
this legal care, what offered by Sri Rupa and others.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it, sir.
I
That's
think
Right.
let us
very
be very clear. Let us be very clear.
yes.
We should not
Thank
blame the legal for corporate, no
correct,
commercial
correct,
cases, labor
correct.
cases, representing the company. Representing the company.
Got it, sir.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for
Thank
So
you.
I'll
thank you
take
everyone.
leave,
Thank you,
others.
Dr.
No?
Rao. Yes.
Sri
For this.
Rupa, Ashwini, thank you for that question. I'll take leave.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Ashwini, for asking great questions. Thank you, Adarsh, Shirupa, as well as Dr. Rao for sharing such incredible wisdom with all of us at the Global Health Academy. Sure. Yes, yes. Anyone wants to share any?
Hi, Shirupa. I had. I'm sorry, there was some disturbance here. No, I just quoted one example that I faced in the workplace. Which was more of a yes performance going down, and having one-on-one understanding. Okay, she was going through a domestic violence case, and then where we had to find okay which legal help that I can help her out with, right? Still, legal care 3 4 years back was not such a big word where we had to go and find who can be our legal help still, right? So yeah, we were still a small company of 40 50 people, but still we had such cases where we had to seek help, though the cases were less. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for also do let us know what's your three biggest takeaway. You guys can actually tag all the speakers, connect with them on like LinkedIn as well. If you have any other further questions. Oh wow, amazing. Thank you, Shirupa, for that wonderful surprise for everyone. Guys, utilize the opportunity. And Ashwini, I think you can always win. You can also do a podcast with all the speakers as well, right? You can connect with them.
Oh yes, Akshaya. So I am already, added them on my list. So I'll be reaching out to them
Yeah.
sooner.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Have a phenomenal weekend.
It was a great session, Shirapa. You added really a value in all of these, questions. It came up by all of us. So thank you so much for all of that. And Adarsh, yes, thank you. I think you addressed everyone's questions without, missing out. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Fine. Thanks, sir. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you, others. Thank you,
Nice.
everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Guys.
Have a good
Yeah.
weekend. Bye-bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.
Recording stopped.